Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Clementine Svetanov, and I am organizing the Insight Seminar in Cyprus, and with my husband, Krasimir Svetanov. And we're very excited tonight to have also this special event about self-empowerment and leadership for women. We're very enthusiastic about the coming up events, the Insight Seminar for the first time in Cyprus. So this is going to be in Limassol at the Capachanios Hotel from the 1st to the 4th of November. So this is going to be an amazing seminar. This is 40-hour seminar, so it's really intensive. I'm really looking for seeing you there. Insight Seminar is for normal, it's for ordinary people who wants to improve the quality of their life. It starts from just standing up for yourself, having a greater relationship with others, to going also after your dreams, getting out of your comfort zone, sharing your gift to the world, expressing yourself, and feeling the inner satisfaction of achievement. And this is actually only possible by experiencing, because human being, that's how we learn. We learn by doing things, not only listening or hearing about it. We need to do it. And that's what Insight is about. Insight is about experiencing through yourself, feeling in your cells, in your bones, in your body, the experience. And so tonight, as I was saying, we're having the event about self-empowerment and leadership for women. And we're going also to introduce how Insight transform lives of many women for standing for themselves, expressing themselves with ease, accepting themselves, which is a big subject, loving themselves, sharing, expressing their creativity, becoming creator and master of their life, leading and inspire others, and so much more also to experience. So tonight I have two special guests from Bulgaria. And they have both been captain for Insight. I want also to remember you, before I start to introduce them, that you can, tonight, you have the possibility to ask questions. You just have to write the question in the chat box down. So let's start and introduce you to our guest. So tonight, hi Elena.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
You're fine. Good. So we're having also Sabina. Hello, Sabina.
Hi, Clem.
How are you?
I am very nice, excited about the talking tonight.
Great. So Elena, she's a founder and managing partner in consulting company. She's providing also training and consulting for managerial and team effectiveness. She's an executive coach, and she's also a doctor in organizational psychology. She has been already captain for Insight 2 and Teen Insight 2. Yes, you hear well. There is also Insight for a teenager, and maybe Elena will tell us a little bit more about it after. Sabina, she's a constructor engineer. She's manager also for supervision companies. So this is quite a man word, and she's going also to tell us how she can manage a team of men and keeping feminine qualities. So Sabina, she has been already captain for Insight 2, and now she will be also a captain for Insight 4 that is coming now in Bulgaria.
In July 2019. So there's plenty of time for everyone who decides now.
Yes. And so should we start, Sabina, if you can tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, my name is Savina, and as Clem said, I'm a construction engineer. I work in a supervision company, and what I do mainly if I'm not at work, if I'm walking my dog, I love my dog, and try to work more and more on myself, on loving myself, experiencing life in all of the fullest that it has to offer, with all the good and bad stuff. That's what we call them, but it's an experience, the overall experience I want to have. So that's me. I'm a joyful person.
We see.
So I think that's it.
Thank you, Sabina.
Thank you.
Elena, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Along with what you have already said about my professional background and my business career, I would add maybe the most important thing. I'm a mother of two teenagers and also a wife and everything that one normal woman should do. So I have many duties, not only professional but at home, and I enjoy really doing Insight as a participant, as an assistant, as a captain, as well as you mentioned.
Yeah, so we'll hear a lot more also tonight about this. So should we start also by, if you could just give us a little bit about your experience in Insight. How was it for you, Insight? So let's start with Sabina, if you want to explain how was your experience.
Well, how was it? It still is. It's a constant process of being. The moment it started, that experience, it just never ends, because Insight gave me a lot of keys, a lot of instruments that I could use in my everyday life. So it's a process. It's something that I just thought of a friend that said me, "Don't say it changed your life," and I'm like, "Well, it did. In a way, I'm the same person, but I'm more open. I'm more accepting of everything that happens to me, because, you know, maybe 90% of life just happens to us. There are too many outside factors that influence our life, and what we have is the ability to respond. You know, the way we think about the situation, the way we decide how to react about the situation. So Insight gave me a lot of instruments about life, and I'm more happy, more open, more loving, mainly myself, because I understood that if I don't pay attention to myself, my feelings, my desires, the desires of the heart, I won't be able to be happy and to give love to others, to be even successful in my work, in my relationships. So my experience with Insight has begun, and it's not gonna end, I am sure.
Thank you. What would you say about your experience, Elena?
I started my first Insight 5 years ago, and I would say that at that point of my life, I had everything. I had great career. I had good business. I had very good education, family, children. Everything was perfect in the outside world, in the symbols of success. But something was missing, and I really couldn't understand what was missing. I didn't feel very well. I felt that something else should happen in my life. And maybe this brought me to Insight. And after Insight 1, Insight 2, 3, and 4, I realized that only one thing was missing in my life, and that was the connection with myself. I have forgotten um, to connect regularly with myself, to communicate with myself, paying too much attention to everything else, everybody else. So nothing outside changed, but inside me, many things changed. So it was really great process that started then, and I would agree with Savina that it is still going. So it is a process of relating to myself and discovering new aspects of life. And my, let's say, final or the most recent success was 2 weeks ago when I went for paragliding. This is a paraplanner, if you know that very scary thing that you fly without any touch to the ground. It's really very scary when you look it from the ground, and I was so afraid to do it. So it was kind of really overcoming myself, going out of this comfort zone that you mentioned, and after all these years of being frightened to do that, I did it, and it was the most amazing thing. And maybe the biggest success here was that I really empowered myself to overcome my fear and do it. And it was a great pleasure. And this just gave me the insight that I just need to enjoy life without fear, without thinking so much of the risks and all the obstacles. Just to do the things. And Insight helped me do that, definitely.
Thank you. So tonight we are talking about self-empowerment for women. So you're talking about this experience with the paragliding. Is there anything else you can tell us, Elena, about you could relate to this, how you get empowered by insights in your life?
Maybe another thing that was different after I started with Insight was the fact that now I can speak more freely about myself. I'm not only a business consultant, I'm also a lecturer in two universities. So I provide lectures and give lectures all the time. And I'm not afraid of public speaking or anything else. But all the time, I'm speaking about some theories, some models, some things that other people have said. And after Insight, I just started opening up and being really very and feel relaxed and very comfortable to speak about myself, about my wishes, about my dreams, about my plans. And that was amazing because showing your vulnerability, sharing with people appear to be not so frightening as well. So this was one of the other effects that I had in my life after Insight.
Yes, and this is common, I think, to also many women. I think many women feel like this also about expressing themselves, expressing their feeling.
Exactly.
What
Because,
about
yeah, sorry.
and me?
I just wanted to add that we are more willing to tell about everything else, to explain very well all the other things around us, but not about ourselves, because this is something that can make you vulnerable, and you may feel that other people may attack you or something like that. But you understand that when you connect in this open and honest way with people, they will not attack you. Just the opposite. They'll just relate to you.
Authenticity and vulnerability is
Yeah.
very powerful, actually.
Absolutely.
What about you, Sabina? In what could you relate to this about empowerment in your life?
Well, what I first thought about was the ability to accept the acceptance of myself and others. Um, it's something I struggled very long time, because kind of I was used to how to say the word in English, to, well, I don't remember the word anyway. I'll change it in some way, but to accept the different people, because we're not like sheep the same, and um, measured in
You were
one
critical?
cup. Sorry?
You were critical, maybe?
Yeah, and the criticism of others. I had that in myself, and I accept that because that's who I am. But I managed to open up to different people, to let them show me what different is, and how it is also beautiful, and it is also a way, because I was very straightforward going, and I had my way. I knew my way, and my way was the best way, and nobody knew it better than me. Something in that area, if you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
I just open up to different people, different opinions, different way of life, different way of seeing life and experiencing life. And the acceptance in all areas was very helpful for me to grow, because we are, of course, different. And there is so much beauty in that. So give, for example, to the person that is next to you, a boyfriend, a partner, the freedom to just make it his own way, you know. So that was very opening for me, very empowering in my relationships.
You
And the
felt
other
release.
thing, I'm sorry.
You felt release. Yeah.
Yeah, release. And relationships became much more easier, not that tensed with all the requirements and other borders that we put. And in my professional life, the most empowering thing that I learned is how to say no.
Boundaries.
Yeah, that was quite an empowering thing that I learned. Hard from the hard way, of course, not from the first time. I had to do the inside 2 and inside 3, so I had to really understand what say no means. But I managed to cope with that, and to understand where are my borders of taking tasks, so I can be more productive, so I can be real and open with myself, and to um, have to qualify myself higher,
Better esteem of yourself.
better state, yeah. So I think these are the two main things. There are many more, but we have time, so we'll talk about everything.
Yes. Yes, thank you. So tonight we'll be sharing about captaining in Insight, and how this experience moved women to a leadership position. Captain is a term used to relate actually to organizer of Insight seminar, and it's also a lot more. And tonight we will get also an overview of what is it to be a heart-centered leader. What does it involve? What does it mean really? And what does it bring to your life? So first, after sharing my own experience, I will ask also my two guests about what made them to choose to become captain of Insight. So I'll explain first, actually, my own experience for me. So it was my husband who asked me if I wanted to be captain of this Insight. And to be honest, I wasn't sure I wanted to take this responsibility, this project, because as Savina just explained before about the boundaries, I just felt, okay, you know, you have to be authentic with yourself. Is that really what you want to do or not? Because this is big project. And then I realized one thing is that organizing seminar is going in the same direction of my dreams, and doing also interview, doing live webinars and all of this. So I just thought, what an amazing experience, what an amazing opportunity for me to do this, to support the person I love, to share with others, an amazing experience, and also to expand in the direction of my dreams, you know. And one thing I know about Insight Seminar, one thing I know about Insight, when you take over an action in Insight, or when you do a performance, you always get all of the support you need, all the confidence you need, all the tools you need, and also you can expand in a loving environment, and that's really important also. So I want also to thank tonight my husband Krasimir for sharing with me this opportunity of being a captain of Insight. So if one of you want to share what made them to become captain, so let's start with Elena.
Being a captain is really huge experience. It's maybe the biggest learning that I had inside. I've been a manager. I've been on a managerial position for more than 20 years. So all these organizational issues, planning, controlling, everything was very clear for me. I had no challenge in that. But being a captain gave me a real experience what a leader is. So I really experienced the difference between manager and leader, because the assisting teams are from volunteers. So all the assistants are people who are there by their will. They are not paid for that, so they just spend their time and efforts to create the seminars. And when you have this team of people who are not paid, you may not tell them do this and do that. You need to inspire them. You need to create an atmosphere that will make them feel well, because it is a challenging thing. It's not an easy process, but it's so great as a experience, as learning, as something that you receive, seeing all these participants in the seminars growing up, developing, opening up in front of your ears. So it was really great experience. And as Clem mentioned at the beginning, I was also a captain in Teen Insight. And this was, let's say, from egoistical point of view, something that I did because with two teenagers that I have, I just wanted to see from inside what they are worried about, what are their concerns, what they think about. And being captain of Teen Insight gave me their perspective. And because after my children's seminars, their relations between the two of them, I have a boy and a girl. They're grown up already. They're at the end of their teenage now, but before, several years ago, 5 years ago, uh, they were they were fighting between them. They were uh, mm, making all these scandals all the time. And after Insight, they became best friends. And this is something that changed the atmosphere, everything in my family. And I just wanted to give back uh, something to other teenagers, and that's why I decided to do that as a captain. It's quite challenging and much more challenging than being the captain of adults inside, because all these, emotions in this age, and all the hormones that are going around makes this process quite interesting. But at the end, um, I saw great results in these teenagers because they much more quickly open up and start talking uh, openly, honestly, and get all the ideas of insight very quickly. Adults have more resistance, more barriers that they use to block themselves. But teenagers, once they understand how their communication, interaction with others might be really good, they just start practicing. And that was a great process to see.
Yeah, it must be amazing.
Mm.
So, Savina, can you share what's your?
Yes. First, I want to say that I was assisting Elena's Insight 2 seminar, and she inspired me to be a captain because watching her give herself 100% of her love and power and everything for that seminar, for all the participants and for all the assistants, I was so inspired, and I said, one day I will do that. I will be like her. So thank you, Elena, for bringing me to your team.
And Sabi,
Because
you did great job as a captain. I was
uh,
witness of all this, so I
Yeah,
can confirm
me
it was
too.
great.
we're connected.
It's emotional.
Yeah. So I had the pleasure to be an assistant. I assisted teenagers also, and I absolutely support Elena of what she said about the teenagers. They're more open for that experience, and the change that we see in their eyes and in their behavior, it's amazing. So the earlier you get to know insight, the better, I think, because you're not resisting too much. With
Yeah.
years, there comes a lot of barriers. So it's a great seminar, a
Yeah.
lovely experience for everyone that are part of it. So as I said, when I assisted in Insight 2, I just knew that I will be someday captain, to give 100% of what I have, what I can, my qualities to be integrated in that process. And I wanted to be part of that environment of people wanting to live more fulfilling life. Seeing all the changes that I have been through after my Insight 2, I just knew that I want to help others do that, feel that opening, that breathtaking moment of oh my god, that's life, that's me, and I want to experience more of that in the real world. So I just knew that I will be captain one day, and all the people that are engaged in the process, they're volunteers, as Ellie said, and that makes it, from my point of view, quite pure and true as an experience, because everybody's there not because they're paid for. They are there because they want to be there in their hearts. So that, for me, made it easier to cope with the process because everybody's open to do it and to give the best of what they have. So and for me, as a professional, because I work with not a big group of people, My company has 3-4 people in the office, so it was a challenge to operate, manage all the processes with 16, 17 assistants and 40 participants. So that was a challenge for me, a quite huge one. And as an empowerment, it helped me grow confidence in my own powers of managing and mainly leading, of course. So I practiced in my professional life all the things that I learned from inside captaining. I am more open to just let the process go, not to stick to the results or to go and check that I gave someone a work and my mind is telling me, oh my God, is he going to do it like this? Is he going to make it professional? And my mind was just blowing of that because nobody can do it better than me. My way is the perfect one, you know. And that thing of not letting go of the control was not very good thing for me and for the company, of course, because delegating is an important thing to do when you grow your business. So inside captaining helped me cope with that problem, just letting go, giving the tasks and just crossing fingers that they will do, of course, not so freely, but it's process step by step. I'm more open to that, and I think it is quite a huge step for me, really. So captaining is a very growing experience from all the perspectives, because you have to be aware of different areas of that seminar, not only participants, not only assistants. You have hall, you have outer people that you have to organize, manage everything. You have other issues in the process. So the complex of the tasks is very challenging, but it's worth it. Every day, every night, every seminar, it's worth it. It's worth it. The moment you see those faces of the people that just open their hearts, it's amazing. There's nothing more fulfilling and grateful feeling from the inside to see that, to be there to see someone suppressing so many years what they really are and how beautiful they are. It's that's not something that you can explain. It's something you experience, and only if you're there you can understand that. So I can't put words to that feeling, but it's wonderful. So that's why now I'm co-captaining with another beautiful and wonderful woman, Petya, Inside 4. It's a 1-month seminar, professionally oriented. But for me, it was I did the Inside 4 last year in 2017. 1 month, very intensive, very opening seminar, and I could say that in all the areas of my life there was a tremendous change, for good, of course. I'm not saying for good because it's normal. So I'm more than happy and grateful to be part of that travel called Insight. And so I'm just excited now. So yeah, if someone takes the, I just saw the remembered some faces from my Insight 2 seminar when I was a captain, and it just fulfilled so much my heart that I forgot my words. So I'm sorry. If somebody takes the coat, would be nice. Yeah.
So as we listen, being a captain, being a captain of Insight is quite different as being a manager or organizer, like in general.
Yeah.
It's about being a heart-centered leader. So if you had to give few qualities of a heart-centered leader, what would it be? Let's start with Selena.
I don't know if this is a quality, skill, attitude, but if there is one such thing, and I think it explains those, it explains everything, it is love. Just love people in the assisting team. Love the participants, love yourself, love the process. And when we do everything, not only this organizing, managing, leading people, but everything with this love, with this attitude of accepting, it can change everything. So maybe this is a summary of all the qualities that this leader may have. Mm, Otherwise, everything can be ruined or destroyed if there is no love, just love. And love is not something limited. It is for me. It is something that we can choose. It is a choice, so we can choose it every moment. And speaking about myself, even now, I have moments that I forget to do this. I forget to laugh. And when I just caught myself that something is missing, and I just remember, well, love is the answer. And when I start from this point, everything becomes clear and very easy. So maybe this is one and only quality for me.
Yeah, I think Insight, when you become a captain in Insight, you're having like this amazing expansion of accepting yourself, integrating the whole of yourself, so you can be magnetic, authentic enough to attract and connect to other people.
Exactly. For leaders, I think authenticity is very, very important, and it comes from the love to your for yourself, to yourself, and where you are authentic, and when you have a vision, and you can just inspire people, and you can lead them in this direction. But authenticity definitely is something that people feel and will follow you when they feel that you are just centered, heart centered, and you are present. Mhm.
Sabina, do you want to add anything?
Well, I think everything ends with the love, because love is the answer, right? But yeah, and what you said, Clem, it's very important. The ability to accept.
Mm.
I think it's a challenge for most people because I don't know, it's something that we are learn to do in our way. But accepting others and loving them with all the differences and believing that they're good, they're wonderful. It's very important for being part of that community.
Mm.
And I think that covers all of the other qualities are connected with the love of yourself and others, because it's the root to everything. As I said, it's the answer to everything. So if you love yourself, love others, you will manage to have the others qualities in a way. So I think it's enough as a quality.
Yes, it's a big one.
Mm.
Big one, yeah.
it's it's a journey.
It's a journey, absolutely, every day.
So, could you resume what are the main key roles of a heart center leader during the preparation of the seminar, during the seminar, and after the seminar? What would you say the main key roles?
I can start with the preparation because the preparation starts several months before the seminar, and it takes a lot of efforts and time to organize everything. And maybe the most important role here of the captain is to make a team from this group of assistants who just even don't know each other. And in this preparation phase, along with all these organizational and planning activities, the captain need to unite the team in one goal. And this is the goal to make this seminar the best possible one for the participants. During the seminar, it's also challenging, but maybe the main role of the captain is to support the assistants who can support and should support the participants. And again, it's a lot of work. Uh, the whole team comes at least 1-2 hours before the participants and goes home again later than all the participants. And during all these long hours, they need to keep their focus. And even though they might be very tired, they need to keep loving what they're doing. And after that, it's just enjoying the result. And after I've seen many seminars, many teams, and what happens to the team of the assistants is amazing. They continue this team spirit, and they continue meeting or just chatting to each other, and it creates great circle of support. It is great power in these teams, and the captain is just there to be part of that.
Yes. I'm learning a lot also tonight because I am still in the process, so
Yeah,
it's also very interesting for me.
Yeah.
So, what would you say being a captain bring into your life? What kind of woman you were before and compared to the one you are now? Pamina?
Oh, me? Okay. Well, what captaining brought to my life was love, a lot of love. Love for the assistants and from the assistants, love for the participants and from the participants. I became more confident in my own powers and strength, more confident of making decisions, giving tasks to people without absolutely every time checking what's going on, letting go of the control. It's a main thing that I am trying to cope with. So captaining absolutely put me one step higher and closer to my goals. And as I said, the acceptance, maybe it's also quite huge for me, accepting. So yeah, I think that's it. Love, again, more love.
For you, Elena?
Maybe something similar to what Savi said. I started to trust more people and to trust myself. Be Before I had many doubts. Will this be good result? What will happen, and so on. Um, Now I just trust that everything will be well. And also, I started trusting people more. So I learned that everything happens for good. Even some mistakes, let's say, or some not perfectly done things. After all, it turns out that it's just a learning. It's not a mistake. It's great. So to accept everything with ease. That was my conclusion and insight from this process.
So your response to life was also different, the way you react.
Yeah.
So if you had the chance to meet your old you, the woman you used to be before, what you would say to her tonight?
Oh, it's a very interesting question. Hmm. You know, today I had a kind of deja vu because I had my little nephew for a walk. He's 1 year and 4 months, and we had a walk with him in the park. And this is the same park where I had the walks with my children. And today I was walking the same alleys and looking the same trees as 18 years ago, but they were different. And the difference, I realized that, was in my attitude. I was just enjoying every tree, the beautiful autumn, the beautiful colors. And before, of course, the pressure when you have two small children and you have to do everything is very, very high. But still, I could not see this park. I could not see the trees before. And today, I was enjoying every minute of this walk. And maybe that's what I can tell my old self. Just be present and just enjoy every minute, here and now, because there is beauty in every moment. And I realized that this 18 years just passed away so quickly. And I have missed all these moments, small moments. And today I enjoyed every moment of this walk. And this is something that I would say to my older self.
Thank you. Sarina, what would you say to the
That's very
old
nice.
you?
I love that, Ellie.
Yeah.
I love it. I just remembered before I say what would I say. I remembered my mother. She was talking with me after she took her insight one, and she said on the morning she's a teacher, and she said I'm walking on the street and I'm hurrying for job. Of course, I'm late, so I'm walking, and one minute I just look up and see birds jiggling, and she said, "Oh, that's nice." And I said, "What? When I have been looking at birds in my whole life, something wrong with me." So yeah, she was enjoying life after taking Insight One, and that's quite a good one, Ellie. Maybe we should remind ourselves more that just enjoying the experience, because life is so unexpected and can bring you not only positives but negatives, and just enjoy the process. Just be there to experience all of the colorfulness of feelings, of emotions, um, to go deep, to go high. That's the beauty of life, to have more of everything. because that's what it is for, to be lived, Everybody finds his own meaning of life, and I don't believe there is just one meaning. You just have to find it for yourself and be happy with that. Maybe Insight helped me a lot with that. But what I would say, if I meet my old Savina, I think that I'll just say, just love yourself more. Don't look outside for something that is inside you. Don't look for attention from inside, from outside, from other people. Just give it to yourself. Take time to love yourself, to do what you want to do, not what others want to do because you want to please them, you want to be part of the group, etc. To be loved, to be accepted. Just do it for yourself. Just go out, buy yourself an ice cream and say, that's for you, Savina, you're wonderful, enjoy. So I think more of that would say. And Insight helped me quite a lot to be the person that I am now, enjoying more life for what it has to offer. And I have something more to say if I have time.
Okay.
I just thought about it and I want to say it for the people who are watching for the first time, their first time learning about Insight and just watching those women saying we're loving, we're wonderful. It's a process. It's not that I don't get angry to people. I don't judge people. I don't, just feel that feeling of resentment. I do, like every normal person. But Insight is a place. Maybe I can say it's a place. It's a thing. It's a place where you can just spend some time with yourself, understanding how models work. And it's up to you, not Insight. It's up to you to do what you have to do with that information, with that instruments the seminar give you, because it's a personal work. It's not that everybody that does it becomes the most enlightened person after 3 days. It's up to you. You have to make the decision. You have to do the work, because it's your life. It's your responsibility for that. So that was an important thing for me to say.
Moreover,
and it did change my life. Thank you.
I just want to add, because we became too serious.
Yes.
I insist to say that Insight is great fun. It's such a party.
Yeah, of course.
Almost all the time that I had the most wonderful laughs and joy. It was really great fun. Of course, there are hard moments where you need to face yourself, some things that you may not like a lot, some limitations or resistance, but in general, it's such a part. For me, it was really fun.
So thank you so much tonight for sharing. Thank you for opening your hearts and sharing to others your experience. Yes, all of your wisdom that you got from Insight. And thank you all also for joining us tonight. Thank you all for listening and taking the time to watching us tonight. And to thank you also for watching us tonight. I like also to offer you the special price of like 250 euros, like we were saying before. So because I think that you take already one step to the seminar by watching us tonight, so I like to give you this special opportunity. And thank you again. If you need more information, you can send us a private message also on Facebook on our page, Inside Seminar Cyprus.
Good
So
luck
thank you all.
and all the best. Have a great seminar.
You know it if it's yours, so go for
Yeah.
it.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.